And so fun fact, that T-ball was invented by Dr. Clyde Muse, as in the longtime president of Hines Community College.
Really?
Yep.
I did not know that.
I know so many useless facts about Mississippi and college.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now listening to the Vibe Controllers Podcast. Murphy, Cocky McFly, Fifth Child, out here.
That is definitely a useless fucking fact, my boy. I ain't never just been like, who made T-ball?
Yep.
I just assumed it was the same person who did baseball.
Nope.
But Clyde said, I can't play that well, so put that bitch on the tee so I can just hit it. Clearly, that's what he said. Anyway, good evening, good morning, good night. Is there any other time of the day? Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Vibe Controllers Podcast. This is episode 66. This is the season finale. It's been a long season 6.
Praise God.
Praise God that we had a season 6 and we on the 66. There's a lot of sixes in this episode. I don't like this shit. Anyway, I go by the name of Cocky McFly. Across the table from me is my good friend, Fifth Child. Just give us what you got.
Hey. That's all I got. That's all I got. Glory to God.
Come on down. Look, that's for the grown folk. This is where we at. I don't care. They said January was long. February been long.
February has been long.
February has been a very, very, very
Has it felt like Black History Month to you?
No. It has not.
You gotta do a redo.
Yeah, this is probably the first time that it's just been like a regular February. I haven't seen any, and I think maybe that's coming out the presidential election and stuff and all this DEI mess going on. But
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on my employer to put up a Black History Month post. Yeah, it's wild times. Anyway, man, yeah, we just gonna talk about some stuff. But before we talk about some stuff, we got the You Ain't Heard This. I don't know what we ain't heard, but yeah, we got that coming up, so y'all stay tapped in with us. We out here. And I want niggas to stop not wearing socks with their tuxedos.
Socks with what?
I hate when to see guys not wearing socks with their tuxedos. Put some socks on. I hate to see dudes with a nice tuxedo on and some nice loafers and you don't have no socks on.
Do you ever go without socks?
When it's time to in the season, like if it's summer and it goes with the flow of my outfit, I will. But if I put on a full suit with a shirt, I'm not, unless it's like linen or something. I mean, but yeah, put some socks on.
Is that one of those things where it's like when rich people do it, it's classy, but if broke people do it, it's tacky?
I think it's tacky altogether, period. Mm-hmm. But it could be viewed as such. But when I see someone's outfit and I see like a full tuxedo, it's like, and then you got on some shoes with no socks. Like, man, why ain't got no socks on? It's a full tuxedo. Like, it's not that type of vibe. I think it became a fashion thing maybe over the last couple of years where it's just people may not be rocking socks with their stuff like it's a thing to do, and it's not a thing to do.
Yeah, I've heard rappers reference it.
Yeah, it looks weird, and then y'all niggas be ashy and shit and put lotion in.
Bro, I've never quite understood fashion, and I just started understanding the concept of color blocking like within the last 10 years. So you can imagine me going to high school and just struggling, and then being a college student and struggling more and not caring, and then being in New Orleans with a bunch of hippies. But my girlfriend in college was very fashion forward, we were an interesting pair. But I was artsy. I was always artsy, you know, and I was very very self-aware. But I don't know, it worked. I was not fashion forward like her though.
I'm thinking now. I think in the majority of the relationships I've been in, I've been the most fashion forward person, which is rare, I guess. If we talking about caveman gender roles, that's not typical for a dude to be knowledgeable about stuff like that. Yeah. That's kind of wild.
And I think it could have been a cognitive dissonance sort of thing for me because I grew up wearing hand-me-downs, and so not even being able to afford, not even fashionable, but even trendy, you know, clothes. It was like, man, whatever. I'm just gonna wear this Bob Marley shirt that I got from Hot Topic. Call it a day.
Like, fuck.
Right.
The shirt isn't
right. Man, I really don't like Jordans. Nah, nigga, you just couldn't afford Jordans.
Man, I had one pair my whole life. And it just ain't never really been my thing. I don't knock other people, but it just never really been my thing. I don't know, the 90s had a huge effect on me, specifically like that whole, like, you know, blackness era.
Yeah.
Because it's like everybody was super expressive, a lot of colors. I'm rewatching A Different World. It's beautiful to rewatch, especially when you get like off into after season 3. But it's just everything is so colorful, and everybody's style is just so individualistic, but it's still like making a statement. It's very black but beautiful. That was like super inspiring for me, and my mom would never let us get none of that stuff. Cause I wanted to
like cross colors.
Hell no, man. She wouldn't let us wear our overalls with the one thing, strap off. I wanted to. What's the medallion with the African joint on there? Like, who was the militant rap group?
X-Clan.
Fucking right. I love me some goddamn X. It's the brothers.
The red, the black, and the green.
Nigga, I was like, yes! Woo! Man, yes, man. I just wanted the medallion. She was like, hell no, you can't get that shit. And I'm like, why? I mean, I didn't know what I was doing, so that's probably why.
So see, now for me, like my true coming of age years were like, that was the neo soul era. So the Kufis and
you got to be yourself then.
Right.
You had already had this hair. So now it's like, hair. Oh snap.
Nah, man,
I can wear these Bob Marley tees and shit now.
I was telling my wife about I came to school because I had locks, you know, obviously for a couple years, and I came to high school and I had a hair wrap like with a bun, you know, because I'm like, I see poets and all sorts of people wear hair wraps, and so now all the girls and stuff. Once Jill Scott came out, and it was like, man, and I was loving every moment of it. Like that was a fetish of mine. That was a thing, seeing a girl with a hair wrap on. But I had a I just had it wasn't even like in a donut like that. I just had a hair wrap on, and the principal got on the intercom, you know, and said, there are some people here that try to, you know, override the rules. I was like, man, they let girls walk through this campus every day with hair wraps on. But I can't wear no hair wraps. Man, this is sexism.
No, you cannot.
I was very.
I
was very rebellious.
That was a time, man. That was a real. This ain't got shit to do with what we supposed to be talking about, but it don't even matter. That was let me tell you, since we on the subject, though, fashion has been a time for us, and we have really been through some phases. That made me think real, because that neo soul time, it was real hot outside when we was out here trying to wear these kufis and these them Jinko jeans,
the widest pants you can possibly find. widest pants.
with the
I ain't
little-
never have no mesh tank top.
Come on. Nah, I ain't do
no
that.
crochet.
Yeah,
no
I ain't-
crochet
I
tank
ain't
top.
do
I ain't
that.
do
But-
I wasn't even into the golf hats.
Nah, I never really rocked them. I had like the dad hats was kind of well, this was their whole prep movement. So when it was like super preppy, like
Yeah.
I was rocking the dad hats with the polos. I was even doing double polos, collar
Did
flipped
you?
up.
Oh Lord, you did do double polos.
Double polos with the
definitely
collar.
did
You
double
remember?
polos. I never
Yeah.
remember you doing double polos.
with the collars tucked. You know, you had that front part of your shirt tucked in.
Yeah,
With your belt buckle, showing your belt buckle. Yeah, that college
just the front part of the
just the front part, all back out.
Yeah, I was heavy walking around with a chew stick. If
Man,
I'm
come on.
with a peppermint chew stick.
That shit nasty as a motherfucker. And you just doing this shit. You think you
Yeah,
in the
man.
roots.
Man, listen, so bad, so bad.
Bruh, I remember when Kanye came out, that was like peak club era, big baggy jeans, sweater vests, button downs, blazers, button downs. Like we literally was out here in business casual clothing, going to the club.
Well, that was a little bit after
Well, it
though,
was
when like
after.
the blazers and jeans.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Blazers, jeans, little shirts and joints. Like, whoo.
I'm pulling
You-
some Wrangler blue jeans, a white tee,
A white tee.
a Hanes white tee, and a blazer.
A blazer, bro. You think you out here? Get you a little. Don't get you no chain
It's
in a Yankees fitted. Let me tell you, Jay-Z
chokehold.
had the folk
Chokehold.
Yankees fitted caps had folk in a chokehold. Everywhere you go, cats in the
man.
whole, all of them got the same Yankees fitted cap. I ain't never seen
Chokehold.
a Yankee play. Don't know nothing about Babe Ruth. Them niggas is in there with the oversized
And some
fitted.
all white Air Force Ones.
All white Air Force One. I didn't remember Cass was getting them S. Dot Carter.
I had a pair of S dots. I had a pair of all black S dots.
Man, you a maniac.
Come on, man. I'm a stand.
I mean,
Like-
look, man, I like a lot of folk, but sometimes, somewhere you got to draw the line. I ain't getting no S. Dot Carters.
I definitely had S dot
Who
Carter.
made them? Did Reebok make them?
Yeah, Reebok. Because Steve Stout basically kind of initiated the same sort of deal with G Unit and S. Dot Carter's and then something else around the same time. But as far as rapper brands, I had some Outkast clothes.
I had some Woo wear.
I definitely had Woo wear.
I had a long sleeve tee. I used to love that t-shirt. Woo wear had some pretty.
No, they did. They had
The
unique
t-shirts
sort
was
of
pretty.
stuff.
Yeah. It was hard. They had some good stuff. That's interesting. Rapper brands. I'm trying to think. Lugs were terrible.
I know. I never fooled with Lugs.
Yeah, Birdman.
I never had
Nah,
no
bro.
vocal.
Oh God, no.
That
What was?
was Nelly.
Yeah, I was thinking.
T.I.
Ti. What's his
Aku.
joint? Aku. Nope.
Aku, and then there was some after Aku. The Hustle Gang stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you do Fat Farm? Like
I definitely had fat. Now, yes.
the Fat.
Like,
Did you do the Fat Albert? Fat Farm. Or was that?
I
Fat?
don't think no. Or was
No,
that
it's Fubu.
Fubu did
Yeah, that was
Fat Albert.
Fubu.
Yeah,
did
Fubu
Fat
did
Albert. I know Fubu.
No, but
yeah,
I definitely had Mecca. I had a little bit of Echo. Once it was too many white dudes rocking Echo, I didn't.
I mean,
I wasn't this into it. But Echo, I think I might have had a pair of Echo shoes that were hand me down.
South Pole.
No,
Good.
no.
Cause you know, Nick Cannon was rocking the hell out of that shit. And Lil Don't Cost a Thing, and he had a whole rack of that shit at J.C. Penney's. And he was like, "No, we are not rocking
Yeah,
them when the velour suits." The velour
Carl
suits.
Kanai.
Ooh, let me tell you about it.
That
Folks,
seems so upscale though.
folks don't understand how big Carl Kanai was in the 90s. And I didn't understand until I took a summer trip to Chicago.
Oh yeah, in Chicago especially.
Ooh,
Yeah.
if you didn't have no pair of them, I'm talking about them big ass jeans with his name big as fuck, written on your back, Kanai on your booty.
Yeah.
You had to have it, boy. Everybody had them joints. Like,
Speaking of that, I didn't have Jabos. Like I never put a pair of Jabos on my legs
that
ever.
was top tier quality jeans.
Really?
Yeah, Jabos.
Why I got all them straps? Like,
I ain't get them Jabos. Now I remember them, the color, the ones with the straps. I ain't
Yeah.
getting none. That was them.
looking like you paint houses.
Yeah, that was when No Limit, but Cash Money was tough, and everybody had them Jabos with the straps on them. I had some classic Jabot shorts when they had the tag right there on the zipper that say Jabot on it. I had some classic joints. I probably wore them motherfuckers with everything. Do you hear me?
Now you know what I did do? I definitely go to a thrift store and have fatigues head to toe, like the hat, the jacket,
You out
the jacket,
you
the,
out here
the
like
cargo
Fifth
pants.
World we been.
Man, what? And a shirt that says Army. Like where you even get this from? Like I'm ready for deployment.
No, damn well you ain't been to nobody military. We just
I
wearing
mean,
shit.
head to toe, and you couldn't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't tell me nothing.
A 10. Did you ever date a girl who was wearing them sneaker shoes, like them sneaker heels? You don't remember the Jordan heels?
No,
Well, you got to look that shit
that
up.
was probably before my time.
Yeah, so they like Nike would make them, so they were like wedges and stuff like that, and they were based off like classic sneakers, but they were made like a heel. So I'm finna look that shit up, because women were rocking those like literal sneaker heels. They were rocking them in clubs with jerseys and stuff.
Now I fool with the jersey dresses though. The jersey dresses and the handkerchief dresses, the do-rag dresses.
Oh, the jersey dresses. I wasn't really hard on them.
Bruh,
Yeah.
it was seeing Maya in the Best of Me video.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they kind of like these. Yeah,
Nah, I don't
yeah,
remember those.
I remember them.
But also, my high school years is when girls were rocking like
well, that's when
Juicy
it was tough.
and Bootylicious and stuff on the butt.
Yeah, Maya still.
Oh, Maya's still fine. Yeah.
45. Looks like she's 22. We thank God for your mercy and your work, because you've done so many great things. But you did right.
Yes, done great.
Come on now, shoot. Now she weird, but
Is she?
She married herself.
She married herself?
Yeah, I think there was a story came out that she like she married herself or something like that. I'm not sure, but yeah, I think she married herself, or made a commitment to herself or something. I don't know. I don't know. Music industry be making people not want to do stuff. So who knows what she been saying? If you hanging out with Cisco, I can only imagine what you been out here doing with your life. Yes, this is a random episode that we just randomly talking about random stuff. But yeah, I'm just saying that's just what it is. So real quick, I do want to give a really big shout out to good friend Silas Anderson, man, and Center Stage Event Center. Man, kudos to you for over the last year and a half, 2 years, for really, man, stepping in and saving a place that was really a spot for folks to go and enjoy live music, but finding a way to keep that, that stuff going and curating events. And we've been able to do the Nash Bash there over the last 2 years. And man, I hate that, circumstances, he got to close. Well, he got to move away from that, but I hope that he finds another spot. And I'm sure he will, because he has a passion for that and a vision for what he wants to do. So,
and honestly, I wouldn't even want him to rush into it.
Oh yeah,
because I think the time and the freedom to focus on himself and to focus on family and just random stuff that he just, like his random impulses.
Yeah.
Like, I really hope that he gives himself that opportunity to do that, because and I messaged him earlier, you know, just saying like I'm very proud.
Yeah.
I'm extremely proud of what he did in a short period of time, because when you start a new business, it's like you're building a brand from scratch.
From scratch, bro. And
You're building
he literally had to take a brand and revive it.
Yeah, which a lot of times is, you're not starting at zero, you're starting at like -20.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
You know,
it was like shut down forever, and the people stopped going there.
Yeah.
And then he had to revive it and let people know like it's open.
Yeah.
And let me make some repairs and upgrades and stuff like that. So, yeah, man. And I actually was talking to Kier Thompson earlier, a musician here in the city of Jackson, if y'all are not familiar with him. But I was talking to him earlier, and we were talking about, man, it would just be like why we don't really have a lot of venues that we just own. A lot of the spaces that we get in, and we were talking about the Flamingo as an example too, where we get in these spaces, man, and we just increase the vibe and the revenue and the look of the space. And right when it gets to a point where like they finding their groove, then it's like, all right, whoever owns the venue or they just moving on, and it just
man,
literally just kills the whole vibe. And because it's funny, I talked to Silas at the beginning of the month, and we were talking about, he's like, man, I'm just hitting my groove. Now I'm trying to figure it out, and like now I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to, you know, have a space to operate from. So I don't know, man. I think that's one of my dreams too. I would love to have a space to run, really to have a really sort of an artist hub. And I don't want to say like the 7 was the blueprint. I would love to do something like, not just like it, but the blueprint of that, just on a different level, to where, because I think especially in this city, we're starting to feel like Greenville in a way to me.
How so?
Because there's a young demographic and there's an old demographic. So it's stuff for young people to do. Well, barely. But older folk, they only going to the casino or something like that. But it's that middle ground of folks who are there, but if they're not, they're going to Cleveland or Indianola or some other cities to do stuff. They're not doing the stuff like in the city. This is like that I say that 30 to 50 group that's looking for, they want to hang out, but in a different type of way.
Yeah.
Like, we want to chill, we want to party, not like rowdy party, but we want to have a good time. Like the Nash Bash was the perfect example of, man, we want to get in there, enjoy ourselves just like that in a space where it's packed, but it's not like unbearably packed. And I get to be around my people, have a great time, listen to great music. I can go home safe.
And so I don't know if because I haven't spent time there, but I wonder if that's the intent of like a 440. You know, if that's, and like I said, I haven't been there to experience it, but I understand the aesthetic. Now, the only thing is like, as your different audiences age, and as these different audiences grow up, it's like, where do the last call 40-year-olds go? Are they going back to
You playing Willie Hood or some shit?
I'm like, I don't know why it just started playing out of nowhere. Like, I didn't even have it on. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where that crowd is going, or even with the 440 crowd, is it like, I don't get the impression that it's like a lounge. I feel like it's a club,
it's
like
a
party
where they're having a party in the daytime,
right?
But I don't think there's much of a difference. And I like, I've been to 440 those parties a couple times. I always had a good time.
Day
Like,
party.
but I know that I know what I'm expecting when I go in there, specifically music wise. So I already know it's gonna be a ton of line dancing because that's just what a lot of people are into.
Right.
And then I might hear a throwback club song or two in that. I'm definitely not about to hear any type of, hip hop, any type of party music that I would probably be like a mixture of some other stuff. It's gonna be your typical Southern party music.
So it wouldn't be like how Slim Set was at the Nash Bash.
Mm-mm.
And
No.
see, and truthfully, man, I would love to like that's really the kind of vibe that I like to curate at Yacht Club, but Briarwood Art Center specifically is committed to being a place of learning.
Right.
So yeah, we have like party-ish sort of things, but there's always some educational component to it. I never wanted this to be like a performance venue sort of space, but we need, I would say we really need one that that is like dedicated to loungy sort of vibes. Man, if I had my ramen speakeasy, did I tell you about that?
No, that's your idea.
No, so it had a name and everything. It was called For the Streets.
Yeah, you did.
It was
tell
a
me. I
pho
remember.
restaurant.
Yeah, a
but
pho
it's-
restaurant
yeah.
for the streets would spell like
PHO.
PHO. Yeah.
For the streets.
So you
But
get
it was
that
gonna
whole
be a
vibe.
speakeasy, kind of like apothecary, and like you can just vibe out. Like it was an after hours only spot,
Damn.
like
That actually
10
ain't
to
bad.
2, 10 to 3,
Pho is,
10 p.m. to 3 a.m.
I mean, some pho
It's
after I've
just
been
like-
drinking don't sound
right.
too bad. Just don't
Right.
eat don't drink the broth, prep throw up. But that ain't the point. That ain't bad, and it's healthy. In a way.
And so imagine a spot like that where you can get drinks like maybe not start at 10, maybe start at 9. And I know, and so many of the crowd is gonna be like, man, I know now as a parent, like, yeah, I'd be like in the bed
yeah,
for sure. But
for sure.
before I was a parent, I'm like, yeah, I would love.
But even some folk who just want the duck out vibe. Like
Yeah.
that. And I think Apothecary does this. The walk-in is changed into a spot because it gives you a speakeasy type vibe. We don't really have. Yeah, we don't have a spot where people can really go, and that's just my opinion. I think there are a lot of spots that we do have some spots, but they're not. I don't think they're doing anything different from the other spot.
Yeah,
It just looks different.
yeah, right.
So
right.
I know if when I go to Johnny T's, I might get some live music in there, but once the DJ starts, it's gonna be playing the same stuff that I hear at Ford or at Last Call or at whatever other M-Bar, like all these places. Now the look is different, the vibe may be different depending on the time of day. I mean, if I go to Johnny T's, there's grown people in there for the most part. The folks who go on the Fourth ain't really going to Johnny T's like that, or Names and Faces. I throw them in there too, but
I can see it, man.
but yeah,
I can see it
'cause-
for real.
And I think the cool thing, and I go back to our event with Slim being there, is how parties should be. Because you go anywhere else in the city, you don't see a lot of people running up to the DJ saying, play this, play this, play this, play this. They already know the vibe of the spot.
Yeah.
And they just go in and enjoy themselves. And the DJ has the autonomy to just curate the night how he wants to. So that's what he's a DJ for. Let him
Right.
DJ.
Right.
Like, and because you let him DJ, you see what you got. You got like taken to a whole bunch of different places, but you allowed him to just be a DJ. But what happens is they put a lot, and you know this now because you start DJing. I know you gotta get your money, but they put you in this hole, like you need to play these songs. This the vibe, and I'm sure you have been at a gig curating with your thing, and somebody say, "Hey man, can you play that Boots on the Ground?" You got that flex.
So you know what?
Like-
So thankfully, praise God, I haven't really experienced that. Like in almost all the gigs I've ever done, people really just let me cook, you know, and I'm very thankful for that. Now I did do a 3-day set when I DJ'd the Tattoo Soul Festival at the Trademark, and I mean, you have so many different types of people in there, you know, that want a bunch of different styles of music. So I had my I had some different playlists that I curated of like, okay, we're gonna do some West Coast stuff, we're gonna do some da da, and I was taking them all over the place. But there were still people that were putting in requests, and so what I did was, and I know for a fact that my brother is totally against this. He's like, don't do it, and many people I know are totally against it. But I just added my Google Voice number, and I was like, hey, don't come up here and talk to me because you're interrupting me. Just text the request to the Google Voice number, and then once we get to a break, I'm going to just let that playlist play while I go get some food, and you know, and you're gonna hear the song that you want to hear, and you know, and it worked out fine. You know, I was like, oh, okay, they want that song. I don't know what that is, but add it to the request playlist. Yeah, and then when I go take my break, boom, there you go.
That's smart. That's smart as hell.
Everybody wins.
Like, where he at? The music
wins.
playing. This job one.
Somebody out there wanted to hear this song. You know?
Yeah, but I think we just all kind of looking for, like, we just at that point, man. We just looking for. We still want to hang out. Yeah. And so we just trying to look for whatever that different vibe is, and a lot of people are having a lot of different events and stuff, and they're curating some vibes that are cool, but we need something that's just consistent, where I think something we got to look forward to. That's one of the things that I saw a lot of when I was growing up, where people would be hanging out on the weekends around town. Like they looking forward to the weekend. Like they already know, you know, if it's Friday night, we gonna go to a football game or whatever, but Saturday night we hanging out. We going to this spot, or this is a spot we gonna be at. We know. And I think it should be different. I'm glad that we have variety of places, but I also think we need a variety of vibes too, and it should be something for everybody to go and hang out in. Like, everybody should be able to hang out with everybody, like, because some nights you might want. I went to Last Call Saturday night. I did. Silas and Cujo DJ.
Oh, okay.
On the
got you.
They do the last Saturday of every month.
Oh, okay.
And cool. I was like, I went to the cigar shop, and I was like, man, let me pull up on them. Say what's up. I ain't going to Last Call no regular night.
Bro, that's for anybody who has not experienced that, especially when Jonas is in town and seeing the Cujo Nasty show, and like just the three of them like going back and forth on tables. Like I remember seeing that. I saw that for the first time. I want to say at Chemistry, at Chemistry a long time ago, like 2 buildings ago, and I was like, man, this is really, really cool.
2 buildings ago, that's right. When they was off the frontage road, probably. Yeah.
I got very drunk that night. like so drunk. I was like, man, I don't need to drive home. I got my car. I just threw my keys down in the passenger seat. And I was like, I'm aware enough to know that I don't need to drive right now. And I woke up and it was daylight.
You slept in that? Did you park at the hotel?
Yes, I was parked at
the
hotel.
You a maniac. Boy, you lucky to be alive. You trying to get killed?
Clearly.
It is suspect activity going on over there. Boy, you wild.
Yeah, man.
But Chemistry, one of them places.
Babies and fools.
Come on, man. We thinking. Chemistry, one of them places, though.
Yeah.
You walk up in there, Chemistry, one of them, you gonna get towed up.
Yeah.
Last Call, definitely one of them places. They pour heavy. If you trying to spend not a lot of money, but you want to get towed up,
I had to have been meeting somebody there. It's not my not my thing. But I'm sure I was meeting somebody.
And let me tell you, for all man, herbal people, It's a lot of
They don't
fun.
care. They just
A lot of
let you
fun
do
back
whatever
there
you
on
want.
that deck back there. There's a lot of fun back there. So if you like variety and you ain't afraid of people who live in Jackson, because them folk live in Jackson.
Bro, so Jackson a lot of times doesn't even feel like a real place.
It's
man.
not. 'Cause
It's
you
like,
walk over, go on the Capitol Grill one night, just be like, y'all live here?
I knew that was about to be my cheers, like because it opened up right around the corner from the house, and I was like, man, like I enjoy the food here. You know, it was still very low key. Like nobody was going to Capitol Grill.
Yep.
I was like, yeah, man, this is about to be my spot.
It ain't.
It is not my spot. It's like,
Yeah,
It's-
Wednesday
they
night
make
karaoke,
great- yeah.
and then you ride through there on the Friday, Saturday night. You like,
"All right, I'm gonna let
but they
y'all have
right
it."
there with Fourth and Goal and
Yeah.
the Hideaway. Anyway, we finna go home because
Yeah, man.
we love Jackson.
So
And
much.
We want you to love Jackson too. We love Mississippi and we love the world. And we love that y'all continue to support us in all that we do. We're going to take some time off to regroup, and we're going to come back with season 7. We have a lot of, we're going to make it happen. That's a good number. So we're going to, got a lot of stuff in store. First episode, I'm holding myself to it. The first episode is going to be recorded. It's going to be live, so we're going to make sure to take our time to plan it to make sure we make it happen. Thank y'all again to everybody. Thank you to Merk B. Williams in his absence. Whatever.
It's a lot, man. Even just a minute ago when I was talking about like building a brand from scratch,
Yeah.
and people can literally be spending their time doing anything else. Like if every episode is, you know, roughly about an hour,
Yeah.
you know, people spend 66 hours,
Absolutely, man.
you know,
66 hours
listening to us talk,
this.
you know, so that's
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. And we want to give more and more. We're going to get better, of course, but we have some wonderful guests that we want to get on. And we've been blessed enough to be in demand, too, this year a lot. So that's been really cool. Because honestly, we do this because we love to do it, but when you love to do something, it takes a different direction. So
Yeah.
we got to add some, well, it is a purpose behind it, but now there's more purpose to it. So you're going to be seeing a lot of the logo, a lot of great collaborations coming up. Shout out to Yayo the drummer. You will see coming up soon is a collaboration between the Vibe Controllers and Yayo the drummer. So the by way of Jackson brand. So that's going to be really dope. We're going to be doing some work with the Mississippi NAACP as well. So you'll be seeing a lot of shares and posts coming from us on that tip. Yeah. And we're going to figure out this merch thing, but we're going to have some merch by the summer. So we're actually working with somebody so we can build our website for that so people can just go get it when they want to get it. So that's one of the things. Thank y'all for supporting Briarwood Arts Center. Thank you, Stephen, for what you do. I know you do a lot, and it's because you want to do it, but it's okay to tell you thank you. So thank you so much for you and your volunteers. I sent some folks your way today. They asking about places they can volunteer at, so I sent some people your way. So yeah, man, continue doing what you're doing too, bro. And y'all follow Briarwood Arts Center on social media, so you can. They have a calendar that is released every month, like clockwork.
every month.
And I get 2 emails. I don't know how, but I get 2 of them, and I got the calendar, so you can get it too. It's also released on their social media page. You can't miss the calendar, and there's stuff on it. So please pull up here and support everything that's going on right here at the Briarwood Arts Center. And I took your job because you were supposed to tell us what's going on with you. Hey man, where you performing anywhere soon? I know you got something coming up.
So more so DJ stuff.
Nice.
Than rapping. And yeah, I know we had a whole bunch of conversations before the podcast started. You know, I was supposed to DJ at the Bean Pass Black Tech Expo, or Black History Expo, And man, that sciatic pain, it shut me down Saturday where I wasn't even able to do it. And I've never missed a gig because especially because of health reasons. And so, but yeah, but I'm definitely DJing Poetry Out Loud for the second year in a row.
Nice.
They asked me to come back, and Stephen Randall's gonna be hosting that too. So it's the duo again.
Yeah.
And there's also the National Black Food and Justice Alliance that's going to be here in March, and they're coming, a group of folks coming from Atlanta, and so I'm DJing all their events as well.
Okay.
And
DJ,
yeah, man, this, bro, I got a wedding gig.
Okay, big
like, yeah, man, this has really been invigorating for me. In terms of my musical and just artistic expression, like it's really, really fun, and seeing people enjoy it, to see people having a good time and really liking the stuff I play, because I'm already doing it a couple of times a month at BAC for different events and DJing like different styles of music and all that. But man, this is I'm really getting a great sense of satisfaction from it.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Also, check out You Got Joe's Comedy Hour. That's coming up next Monday.
Yeah,
but it's every first Monday.
Every first Monday,
Every
but
first Monday.
we're gonna try to do two this
Nice.
month. We're gonna do two on the 3rd and the 17th. As Mark B. Williams presents.
Okay.
You Got Jokes.
Yeah, that's awesome. And as always, man, if you guys have anything you're trying to get sponsored, we do have sponsorship opportunities available. We will plug your shit.
Yes.
So let us know. And yeah, it's a great year, great season. Let's do this again. We're gonna have more women on next season. I don't think we have more women on this season, but we need some women's on the show. Some
Jimmy, dated. Come on, baby.
Somebody gonna get knocked the fuck out. I watched it last
You
week.
there what I think?
Yes, I do now. Rich Pryor was funny as shit. In that movie. Boy, goddamn. Anyway, man. Again, man, thank y'all so much. And we out. We'll see y'all next season. 2 Fingers Up means peace. Oh, and you know, nugget. I got a nugget. The nugget for the season for this episode and the rest of this year is don't wait on nobody. Man, get out here, and if you got an ideal, you got something that's popping in your head, you got something that's your passion, something that you want to do, get out here and do it. I promise you, God will provide everything you need. You just got to get out the starting block. So don't wait on nobody. Get out here, do it, make it happen. Fail if you have to, learn from it, pick yourself up, get better. That's it. That's the nigga. Good evening. From your
Amen.
vibe controllers, Steve.
Y'all stay up, stay blessed, stay free out here.
2 Fingers